Born a prince in Macedon, 356 BC, son of Philip II, a warrior king, destiny was calling. At 20, his father assassinated. Young Alexander inherited the crown, a hardened army, and a thirst for conquest. His legend began with a sword raised high, sun glinting off it, inspiring a legacy that still sparks reflection today. I still recall the awe-inspiring sight of Alexander's phalanx formation on the battlefield. 8 rows deep, armed with 20-foot sarissas that seemed impenetrable. The closer I looked, the more I realized this was no ordinary army. It moved like a single, disciplined beast, crushing everything in its path with calculated precision. Under Alexander's fearless leadership, we became unstoppable. I witnessed firsthand how the phalanx delivered the decisive blow in almost every victory, forging an empire that would last for centuries. I still remember the thrill of setting foot in Asia, my spear plunging into the ground like a flag, claiming new territory. It was 334 BC, and I, Alexander, was leading 40,000 men across the Hellespont, a journey that would change history. As I visited Achilles' tomb, I felt a surge of reverence and ambition. I saw myself as a new hero, driven by destiny, not just conquest. The ruins of ancient civilizations whispered stories of legendary feats, fueling my own epic quest. That moment, as I gazed out at the horizon, I knew the invasion had begun, and with it, a journey that would leave an indelible mark on the world. The Hellespont crossing was more than a military campaign. It was the start of a legend. I still remember the rush of adrenaline as I led my troops into the unknown at the Granicus River. A risky crossing under enemy fire? That was my first major test against the Persians. The Persian cavalry lined the opposite bank, showering us with arrows. I was almost killed, saved only by my loyal general, Clitus the Black. Macedonian discipline and my leadership proved too much for them, though. As I stood victorious on the battlefield, I knew Asia Minor was now open to me. The battle was intense, but my leadership and troops' bravery made all the difference, and that experience has stayed with me forever. I still remember the legend of the Gordian knot, an ancient puzzle that had confounded so many. I was determined to solve it, but as I stood before the intricately tied knot, I felt a surge of frustration. I recall taking a deep breath, then dramatically drawing my sword and slashing the knot in two. The bold move was met with cheers and newfound respect for my soldiers, and it marked a turning point in my journey to power. That moment taught me that sometimes the most effective way to overcome obstacles is to challenge conventional wisdom and forge your own path. It's a lesson that has stayed with me, and one that I believe can inspire others to find their own way to success. I faced my greatest challenge when Darius III, the Persian king, finally confronted me at Issus. I had the terrain, but he had the numbers. The battle was intense, with my cavalry charging directly at Darius's central command. I led the charge, and Darius fled, leaving his family and army in chaos. My tactical brilliance was on full display that day, and it was a stunning personal victory that proved my mettle as a leader and cleared the road to Egypt. I still recall the day Alexander's army landed on my doorstep. Tyre, a wealthy island city, was my home. I had defied him, and now he was determined to make me pay. For 7 brutal months, his men toiled under scorching sun and relentless fire from our archers and ships. The causeway they built was an engineering marvel, but it came at a steep human cost. The city fell, and with it my world. I was left to pick up the pieces of a shattered life. Alexander's resolve was absolute. Mine was shaken. A harsh lesson learned. Don't underestimate the power of determination. I still recall the day Alexander's vision took shape, a city where knowledge and cultures blended. I was there, amidst the construction of Alexandria, a beacon of learning. As I walked through the bustling streets, I saw scholars poring over scrolls at the library and merchants from distant lands trading goods. The lighthouse towered above, a marvel of engineering. Alexandria's legacy lives on, a testament to the power of cultural exchange and human curiosity. I like to think that, in some small way, my own pursuit of knowledge was sparked by that ancient city. I stood on Gaugamela's battlefield, dust of history swirling around me, uncovering the truth about Alexander's greatest victory, a story that changed me forever. Darius's massive army stretched before Alexander's smaller force like a behemoth. Yet Alexander's genius shone in his daring charge that shook the earth beneath my feet. In that moment, I realized the true cost of courage, and now I'm driven to share this story to inspire others to find their inner strength and change. I still remember Alexander's entry into Babylon, welcomed as a liberator, restoring temples and showing respect, a moment that changed history forever slowly. But then came Persepolis, Persia's ceremonial capital, where in a drunken rage, he burned its magnificent palace, leaving ruins and debate always. As I reflect on his legacy, I'm left wondering about the cost of conquest, a lesson that resonates deeply with me today and changed my perspective forever. I'm Alexander's soldier, and we just conquered Persia. Our commander refused to stop there, driving us further east into vast, unknown territories now. We were exhausted from relentless marches through deserts, mutiny brewing, but Alexander's charisma kept us going, chasing the ends of the earth. The endless pursuit still haunts me. Alexander's ambition changed us forever, and I'm left wondering what lies beyond the horizon we dare to cross. I'll never forget crossing the Hydaspes River with Alexander. The swollen, turbulent waters, the massive war elephants, the intense clash of steel on steel. As I watched Alexander's phalanx adapt to Porus's war elephants, I felt a mix of awe and terror. Their training was a beautiful dance of death. In the end, Alexander's victory came at a cost, but his respect for Porus's bravery left a lasting impact on me, showing true strength lies in honor.